Hi Stampers, it's Tina Shaw from TinaLovesToStamp.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Fairborn, Ohio. I would like for you to follow me on my blog. You can sign up for my email updates and my newsletter on there. I would also be delighted to be your demonstrator if you currently do not have one. If you need a catalog, you can also let me know on my blog. Today I have this darling little snowman card that I made yesterday. I made one yesterday and then I made a different one. Same thing, but a little different today. I'm calling this my Snow Wonder Christmas card. I used the Snow Wonders set, and that's where the snowman came from. And let me find that for you. Yeah, Snow Wonder. And then I cut it out with the die, the matching dies, so you can buy this in a bundle and save 10%. I also used the Campology set, and that's where I got all the pine trees. I think they're really kind of cool. And then I used, on the inside of the card, I have Christmas blessings to you and yours. That is from the Wrapped in Christmas set. You can use whatever you want, but this is just what I like to do. And then on the one today, I used Enjoy the Stillness of the Season, and that was from the Merry Moose set. The one I did yesterday says Christmas Cheer, and that was from Itty Bitty Christmas. Okay, so like I said, you can do whatever you want on it. I just like to mix it up and get it the way I like it. So, this one I haven't done the trees yet, the one I did today, but I don't know if you can tell or not what the difference is. This one I embossed. This is the one I did today. I embossed the trees after I stamped them. I just kind of went a little more glittery. This also I added the moon. This one didn't have the moon. So you can do it either way you like. So let's get started. And let me show you what I used. I started out with an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of Whisper White cardstock folded at 4 1/4. My layer is Misty Moonlight, and this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And then I have another piece of Whisper White, and this one is cut at 5 by 3 3/4 inches. And this is the one that we're going to be working on. So what I do first of all is take a piece of printer paper. You want something thin when you're masking here. So to get the snow drift on there. So I just took a piece and I just kind of measured how high up I want the snow drift to start at. Rocket science right here. You're just going to tear piece. You could also use the dies from one of the sets if you just wanted the sloped snowbank. I kind of like the little snowdrift like this. Okay, so what I do is take my removable Tombow, and I think you can find this about any craft store. I punched out, using a 1.5 inch circle punch out of the printer paper again. Again, I'm going to use my removable tape, Tombow, and I want that about right there. No place specific, just kind of up there. Okay, so now the fun starts. I'm going to use Balmy Blue ink, Bermuda Bay, and Misty Moonlight. I'm going to use the blending brushes. They're so cool. Stampin' Up! Is just coming out with these in the next catalog, in the Occasions catalog. So you'll all want to get them. They're just awesome. So I'm going to take my first color, and which is the lighter color. This is the Balmy Blue, and you ink it up really well. And then before you apply it to your card, I didn't get very much here, you're gonna dab it off, and then you're just gonna go in a circular motion Keep picking up more ink, dabbing. And then you're just going to repeat this until you get it to the color that you like. You can have it as light, as dark. Just depends on what you like. But it's really a nice smooth color when you use the brush, the blending brush. Okay, so next I'm going to take my Bermuda Bay color and I'm going to ink this one up, and I'm going to start over here. Again, going in the circular motion. So you just kind of overlap your colors there so you get it blended really nicely. And then I'm going to grab my darkest color, which is the Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to have this towards the bottom. Again, you're blending into your previous color. Now you could stop here, you know, if you're happy with that, but I like it a little bit darker. It's always so much fun to have it masked because when you take it off, it's like, oh, that's so pretty. I want to add just a little bit more Bermuda on the middle. So I've kind of gone in the diagonal here. And just kind of all over just to blend. There, I think I'm happy with that. Now, since I have that coloring done, I'm going to pull off my mask for my moon. Isn't that so cute? And then I'm going to use my little adhesive eraser. I'm going to pull this over here for a second. And I'm going to bring in my Stamparatus. Love the Stamparatus. And this is where I'm going to use the trees from the Campology set. I'm going to take... I have drawn, like, with permanent markers where I like to place my cards. And then I'm going to put that down there. And then I'm going to put this where I want it to be for my first stamping here. I think I want it about right there. Yeah, we want it to be in the way. Okay, so now that's where I want that to be. And now I'm going to take Memento Black ink. It's actually called Tuxedo Black. And I'm gonna ink this up really well. And then I'm gonna stamp it, push it down with my fingertips. Try to get it all stamped on there. Let's raise it up. Aha! I think I'm going to do one more just to get it just a bit darker. That's why I like the Stamparatus so much, because you can stamp second and third time if you need to, if it doesn't cover well, and it'll be right in the right exact place. Okay, so now, if I were just going to do it like I did my first card, if I was going to make it like this, I would just move my trees over and stamp it right here. But if you're going to do the embossing, then now what I will do, I will show you, is take my chamois, Stampin' Up chamois, and clean my stamp off. Get the black off of there. And then I'm gonna dry it off with a paper towel. And now what I would do in the same place, remember I haven't moved anything, is I'm going to take my little embossing buddy first and just rub on here real lightly so I don't get any specks of embossing powder where I don't want it to be. Ready here, and I'll tell you about that in just a second. So I'm going to use my Versamark, and I'm going to ink up my Versamark on my stamp. Let's see, I've got ink up here. Sloppy stamper. Okay, so I think I've got that inked up really well. So now I'm just going to bring this over, stamp it directly over the first stamping. Push it down, make sure it gets on there. Raise it up. And now I'm going to take this piece off, and I'm going to bring in my little tray. And now I'm going to put on my mixture. This is half clear embossing powder and half dazzling diamonds. We used to have a product called iridescent ice, and we figured out that it was a mixture of clear embossing powder and dazzling diamonds. Okay, flip off the extra, and then I'm going to go heat this with my heat tool. Okay, so here is my first embossing on my trees. So next, I'm going to put this back and hold it down wherever I put my thingamajiggies here, my magnets. Oop. And hold that one down. So now, I think I want it to be, I want it a little bit lower, about right there. Is that lower? Yeah. So now I'll pick that up. And so first what I'm going to do is take my black memento again. Push that down, fingertips. Push, push, push. Raise. I want it a little bit darker. And we love the Stamparatus again, because we can do that again. Okay. Ta-ta. All right. And ink again with my Versamark. Right exactly where it's at. Not moving anything. Put that right over there. Right on top of there. Push, push, push. And take it off. Go ahead and bring back in my little tray. Just gonna scoop that up there. Get my powder on these trees. Flip off the extra. I'm gonna go heat this. Now, here it is, all embossed. So I just taught you a trick on how to heat emboss using any color of Stampin' Up ink. But you have to use the Stamparatus. You stamp on your color. This time I used black. And then directly over the stamp, and you're going to stamp on the Versamark. Add your embossing powder. Clear, you would use clear. Or you could do the iridescent ice formula like I did. And then heat it. So, isn't that pretty? Okay, so now what I want to do is add my snowflakes, and I'm going to leave this on because I don't want this to come off yet, because I'm going to stamp my little words down there after I remove the mask. So all I do is use my white craft ink pad, add a drop of my refill, my white craft ink refill. I'm going to use my water painter. I'm going to squeeze it and add like a drop of water and get it like really wet. Another drop here. There we go. Because I want to be able to take my, this is really messy, so you want to be careful where you're getting this to go. And then all you're going to do is tap on your bone folder, and it makes your snowflakes. A little bit more here. Whoa, I got a bunch of snowflakes there. Blizzard. There we go. So while that is drying, while those snowflakes are drying, I'm gonna squeeze water onto my brush and clean off my white craft ink. I think I've told you before, if you have watched me before and I've used these screw on the opposite direction as to what you think they're supposed to. And I almost broke mine trying to figure out how to fill it with water. So there's your tip for the day. All right, so I'm going to work on my snowman. I already stamped him and cut him out using the cut and emboss machine. And I'm going to use a watercolor brush and use the pad. Take this and just add a drop of water again, not too much, just a little bit. I've got a couple little drops of ink in here, and I'm just going to color the scarf using my Bermuda Bay and the hat. I'm being very not careful. There's that. You just want to do it very lightly because I'm just on Whisper White paper, which is not a color, watercolor paper, so you don't want to get it saturated or it'll not be good on your paper. My light pumpkin pie for the nose. Use light mossy meadow for the little holly. Dark real red for the berries. How cute. Wink of Stella. And I just did it mostly on the shading, and I also did it on the scarf. I love sparkle. Okay, and then once I do that, blue adhesive backed gems, because I think they're so pretty. I'm going to use my take a pick tool, and I'm going to put these on the little buttons. And I'm going to have to open a new pack because I've got one more. There. Cute. Isn't that so cute? Okay, now this piece has dried, so I'm going to gently peel off my mask and throw that away. Again, I'm going to remove any adhesive that was left, and it will just come off really easy. And now I'm going to make some snow drifts or snow banks. Not hard at all. So all I'm going to do is use a piece of white cardstock, and all I've done is just rip them. And I think I want that one like right there. Blender brush. See if I have enough ink on here. Since it is snow, see how that does that? Look how cute. Then I'm going to take a different piece. I'm going to take like right here. And you want to mostly try to color it right at the edge of your mask. Okay, cute. See how each time you do that, it just has a different shade. So this time I'm going to use a little bit, just a wee little bit. Of the Bermuda. And again, I'm going over all of my colors. Go back to a different one. So you could just have like as many or as few little drifts as you want. Right there. Oh, much better. Okay. Peel it up and then just finish it off. Just lightly. But not lightly enough. I need just a smidgen of color. What do you think? Cute? I think it's really cute. The Misty Moonlight stamp pad. And so I'm trying to line this up and just put this right over here. Probably put my head in the camera. And now I'm going to take my snowman and use dimensionals and pop it up. Take off my backs. Bit of blue. I want them down about right there. There. We're going to attach that to my Misty Moonlight layer. My liquid glue. And attach to the front like that. And then I'm going to take my card base, and before I put that piece on it, I want to stamp my inside. I have been known, shock, to not get it straight. So again, I like to line that up with my grid paper, and then I'm going to ink this up. Okay, so I find I do better if I stand up. Okay. So stamp. Okay. And then if you wanted to stamp your trees, then of course you could do a couple of trees. Balmy. And I didn't do the whole thing. I just did a piece of it here. Like that. Maybe a couple more. There. All right. My front. So which one do you like the best? Do you like the one with the embossing and the sparkles? Or do you like the plain with just some Wink of Stella? I've got two that are embossed and one that's not. I think it turned out so pretty. I just love it. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to sign up for my blog alerts so you'll know the next time that I put on a new post. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a great day. Bye.